This is a 2025 Polo GTI, and even though from outside it still looks the same, there's a lot of changes. But bear in mind, when I say a lot of changes, I mean maybe 6 things, and I'm gonna go through everything that's different. So this Polo GTI is completely stock, and I had the privilege to drive it for 24 hours. And thanks to GVS and 12, you guys can follow him on Instagram. So this car is totally stock. On the 2025 Polo GTI, most changes are inside. So when you do open the door, the first thing that you're gonna notice are these new seats. So these seats are perforated and they got the GTI emblem. And I think I like these seats a lot more. Inside, it still looks like it looks the same, but there's one change that VW has done, and it has to do with the steering wheel. So this is something that you will see immediately. If you notice on the 2022 to 2023 steering wheels on the Polo GTI, it has the touch sensitive buttons. So a lot of people and a lot of journalists complained about them, and VW decided to change them. But I still like the touch sensitive buttons, especially when you like switch off the ignition. It makes the steering wheel looks clean, and it looks like it doesn't even have buttons. Now, this one might be very controversial because they have now removed the traction off button. I don't know why VW did this, but they shouldn't have done this. Now, it looks like there's more poverty buttons now. There's now 2. Usually, there's a traction off button here, right here. Another very small change is to do with the climate control. So now VW, instead of having an off button here, they have put a menu button here. So now when you click on the menu button, you come to this new screen right here. So let me just close the sunshade shade so you can see properly. This is how it looks like. So this is where you can like control your climate control. So I don't know why VW has done this, because now instead of controlling it here, you can also control it here. So there's, I don't know, it's like a confusion, like why do they put this? And since there's no off button anymore, the only way to switch this off is to press here at the end. When you do press here, let me see, you have to go all the way to 0, then that's how you switch it off. Or you can go to menu here at the top, press that, and switch it off like that. So this is a very gimmicky change. It also comes with a climate control button right here. So on the 2022-2023 version, you don't get this button here. So it's the same climate control system that you can just switch on, and it also switch on at the bottom. So guys, you'll let me know if you do like this. Another thing that I like, it has to do with the infotainment system. So on the previous version, to get Apple CarPlay wirelessly, you had to opt out for the navigation infotainment. But on this one, even the stock one, let me show you, comes with wireless CarPlay. When you scroll down, you get the Wi-Fi option. So the stock ones come with the Wi-Fi option. So that means on the 2025, it's no longer an option to have a wireless CarPlay. That's a good thing. I think this is something they should have done from the beginning. Another thing is yet but small and has to do with CarPlay. So on mine, the CarPlay icons are on the left. So on this one, it's on the right. So this is another change. And I think I like it because your shortcuts are just right here. You don't have to reach all the way to the left. Something new that I also noticed is that when you switch off the ignition, it writes this, right? So what's new now is that, let me show you quickly, is that now it writes on the digital cluster like that. So it doesn't write like that on the digital cluster on the 2022 and 2023 version. So guys, that's everything new about the 2025 Polo GTI. So I went through every single little thing, and that's all I could find. So guys, let me know if you'll choose the 2025 Polo GTI or the 2022 Polo GTI. Do you like the touch sensitive buttons, or you prefer normal buttons? And yeah guys, here's how the stock Polo GTI sounds like from factory. Yeah guys, so let me know if you like that, and please subscribe and comment down in the comment section and like this video. Right in front of me is my first ever car to be financed. And I say so because getting financed as a self-employed person was very difficult. When it comes to financing a car, it has been a very difficult journey for me. So imagine 4 years of getting rejected. And the thing is that if your application gets rejected, you have to wait for 6 months before you can reapply again. And back in 2020, when I was applying for a car, I wasn't applying for a car like this. I was applying for a car like a Renault Kwid. Imagine getting declined on a Renault Kwid. Here's the biggest mistake I've made, is that throughout 2020, the bank kept on rejecting my application. And I was like, let me rather try to apply for a loan. And I took a loan of 150,000 Rand. And to my surprise, it got approved. And my worry was, why would they rather approve an unsecured loan than a secure loan, which was the car finance? But yes, I went and took out a loan. And if I tell you the interest rates on that, it was 25% interest rate on that loan. 25% is crazy. And if you're wondering which car was this, it was this car, which is a Ford Figo. Now, the payment on that car, here's the information. It was exactly like this. Guys, it was crazy. And if you're wondering how much that would cost on finance, if they did approve me for finance, this is how much I'll be paying monthly. Now guys, can you see the difference between a personal loan and a vehicle finance? With the vehicle finance, I'll be paying way less. The interest rate was gonna be around 13% because my credit score was very good. So I drove the Ford Figo for around 2 years, and I remember around 2022 in June, I applied again for car finance. This time I was going for a Polo Life, just a normal Polo, you know, nothing too big. And guess what? I was rejected again. And this is me applying at the dealership. By the look at my face, you could tell that I was very nervous. So now let's go back to 2020. So in 2020, the reason why I was getting rejected is because my financials were not consistent. So I'll make around maybe 15,000, then the following month I make around 7,000, for example. But this time in 2022, around June, when I got rejected, I didn't understand why. Because I was making money consistent. It would never go, I think the average was around 25,000 Rand. It would never go below 25,000 Rand. And my credit limit and my credit utilizations was very low. I think I only had like one temporary loan. And on the same year, in December 2022, I finally got this car. Now guys, please don't wonder why I'm crying, because I've been through a long journey with financing a car. And to do something this big with just matric only is really big. Where I come from, it's taboo to do such things. Now guys, imagine being rejected for 2 years trying to just finance a car. And like, I got this and I was supposed to go for just like your normal Polo, but I ended up getting this. Even though that I finally got this car right here, I still had that personal loan, guys. And one thing about a personal loan is it never ends. So if you borrow 150,000 rand, you have to pay back around 300 to 400,000 rand if you pay monthly. And you may say, Angel, why didn't you sell that car and close that loan? And if I were to be honest with you, is that I did sell it, but there was a shortfall to that loan. So the loan was still there. Instead of taking that loan, this is really what I wish I knew. And I wish I knew a company called FlexClub. So guys, let me show you quickly. Let me just open my laptop. So FlexClub is a subscription-based model where you can subscribe to a car. Now let me show you how it works. So currently we're on the FlexClub website. So all you need to do is select your pickup date and as well select how long you want to keep that car. Then after that, you can select over 60 locations to pick up your vehicle. So with me, I'm gonna select maybe Johannesburg CBD. First, it's a car subscription, not a lease or finance. You pay monthly and the car is yours to use. If you don't want to use it anymore, you can cancel it like your Apple Music subscription. You get comprehensive insurance included. Yep, it's already covered. Maintenance and servicing handled. You don't have to worry about those surprise repair bills like I did. And look at the amount right here. Out of plan for this car, I had to pay 12,000 rand. Guys, no lie, I had to pay 12,000 rand. You can upgrade and downgrade or return the car based on your needs. Driving a Polo today, need a BMW next month? You are sorted. And yes guys, they work with people like me. People who are self-employed and the earnings are not consistent. And what's nice about this is that no credit checks. You can even be blacklisted. You can even have 0 credit score. As long as you have a 1-year driver's license. It is also ideal for people who want to buy a car but don't know which car to get. So you rather just subscribe to FlexClub and not get a loan like me. Now click the link on the description and get 500 rand off your first subscription.